Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com. Continuing our education process here. The third thing, the perfect indicator I look for, is confirmation of signaled by the individual candlesticks for what I'm looking at the chart. In this chart, we've zoomed in from a 6-month to a 3-month. The ticker symbol is LTUM. Just a chart we're looking at right now for this education process. We had pullback here and a pullback here, well, what I believe to be a pullback before going higher. If this is truly a pullback, I should have one particular candlestick that I like that shows me a lot of strength, and that is the hammer candlestick. Right here is a hammer. It looks like a hammer. Right here is a hammer. Looks like a hammer. Right here, 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 even here, but this is a weak one. Remember, if they're red like that, that closed down, the open was here and the close was here. So if they close down like that, they're weaker. I like to see them in white or hollow, close to the up, basically. That tells me that there's strength here, and this is a confirmation signal that this truly is a pullback and a bottom finding support before moving higher. If I didn't see this, I would become skeptical as to whether or not this was truly a good bottom and a good move to the upside to follow. Let me see if I can find you one right quick. Just look at JP Morgan. Bear with me. Okay. Here we had a pullback in JP Morgan. You'll notice the hammer kind of funky there. A little needle at the top. I prefer not to see that just. But either way, if they have a bit of a needle at the top, they're more of a doji kind of a thing, and it's kind of signaling more of a flat signal than whatever. But we'll just call this a hammer for this purpose. At a pullback here, as you were looking for a reversal to move higher, you'll be looking for that hammer, and you'll notice there isn't one. In fact, we have an inverted hammer, which is the second of 3 candlesticks, which I actually pay attention to. All candlesticks tell you something, but there's only 3 major ones that I really care about. That's a hammer, or an inverted hammer, or a continuation signal, and we'll discuss those later. For now, keep looking at that hammer, and in this case we have an inverted hammer, so it never showed up. Somebody, of course, bought here the following day, and the move went higher, but it was short-lived, and that tends to be the case when you don't have those quality bottom signals for you. In this particular chart, you have, as you pull back down, a hammer forms here, but again, like I said a moment ago, this one closed down, not up. It's not white, it's red, so we're seeing even, I would pass on it, basically. It's not strong enough. On top of that, we have lower lows here, here, here. The stock trend is moving lower here, and that's contradictory to an up move, so it's adding confusion to the chart rather than confirming what I'm looking for, Now, in this same case, you also have a move to the upside, which is higher, higher. I'm sorry, a higher high. But let me pull this up right quick. We'll get a good tool out, look at it. Okay. Basically, what I'm talking about, your trend is moving like this, but also like this. This is confusion. I don't want to mess with that. Going back to our other chart, what was that ticker symbol? Okay. Anyway, so we're looking at this and seeing these signals telling us that this is a bottom here. This move lower, we're seeing a bottom here. One more thing I can add. When you are running higher like this, and then you start seeing hammers, that's not the same thing as what you find when they're in a pullback. I like to see them in a pullback. If they're up here at the top, I don't really pay any mind to them. They have to be placed right as well as be formed right. Now, if we go back right quick to JP Morgan, remember what I was talking about earlier? It was step 2 on volume analysis. The volume should confirm the buy. Here we have substantial sell volume. that's contradictory to the theory of buying here. So again, I would leave this one alone. So the third step for me is to review the chart, overall trend, watch the volume. It should be confirming what I'm planning on doing, and the individual candlesticks should also confirm for me.